Hey YouTube, so I'm back with another video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. I just wanted to talk to you about basically more about the behavior patterns of a narcissist. So it's funny because so again, my narcissistic mom, aka Miss B, that's what we're gonna just refer to her as, because I really don't even call her my mom. But she she's a clown. She's hilarious, she's funny. I laugh at how her rants don't make any logical sense. When you come to her in a logical manner and you argue your point, she then resorts to dodging, deflection, trying to change the subject. And it's like, no, we're not talking about any of that. Let's stay on topic here, And that's the problem. They have a hard time staying on topic, particularly when they know that you are correct, when they know that they are wrong. But the problem is they can't accept that they are wrong. So next thing you know, they start pulling shit out of a magic hat. They start talking out the side of their neck. They start, just coming out the woodworks with stuff. And you be like, what the hell does any of that got to do with what we talking about? Here's a prime example. So while I'm at work, mind you, my mother has already told me within the last 2 days, stop talking to me, move on. I don't want to talk to you. Okay, but did you forget? I went 2 years not talking to you. Never called you, never texted you, blocked your number, and dismissed you out of my life so that I could proceed with living life my way, so that I can be happy because I'm living my life for me. I was at a point where I was miserable because she loves it. This is something, I don't know what your narcissist in your life, whether it be your mother, father, whoever, but with my mom, she would always be like, well, if you had listened to me and went to school, you would be better. That's why you're stuck as a truck driver. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. You're saying that as if you yourself are not a truck driver. How you gonna call the black kettle black? She loves to try to belittle me and down me because I don't have a college degree. I was like, where's your college degree? Crickets, silence. How can you possibly put me down for something you yourself have never achieved? So, anyways, when you start hitting them with direct communication, they tend to cower away. That's what deflection is. That is what, let me change the topic. Let me try to flip the conversation from me being in a hot chair to something about you, and it makes no fucking sense. So here's an example. So I was getting on my mom about parenting. Now, mind you, there's no such thing as a perfect parent or a guide to parenting. I feel that people just wing it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I do see something wrong when you are hurting another individual. When you are disciplining a child, there's no need to excessively go past a certain line and abuse them physically, which now becomes abuse. There's a difference between a spanking for discipline and then just beating out of abuse because you feel, or well, a narcissist anyway, feels bigger, badder, more powerful. I've witnessed adults, parents of young toddlers bully their child. That's sickening. I feel your child should respect you, but I would not want my child to fear me. I don't want them to fear me, because if they fear me, now they're going to feel like they got to walk around on eggshells. They may not want to talk to me or communicate with me. They could have a problem that I could help them solve, but because they fear my reaction, or they fear, they're not going to talk to me, and they're going to go in life, making mistakes. There's nothing wrong with that, because we learn from experience. But sometimes, like, why learn from experience if you can get advice to avoid a situation? That's all I'm saying, right? So again, I just want to make that clear that I have no kids, but I'm just saying I understand, and I feel like if I have a child, I would be winging it. There's no perfect book or a law book that says you have to parent this way, you have to do this, you have to do that. You know what I mean? So in my mom's case, I was getting on her ass about, cause she wanted to argue. Well, I'm a good parent. I don't care what you say or how you feel. I was a good parent. Okay, in your eyes, her eyes, she was a good parent because she put food in my stomach, clothes on my back, a roof over my head. That's a typical narcissist shit. Oh, well, I did this. So, what else? What else do you want from me? I'll tell you what else I want from you. I want nurturing. I want love. I want care. I want attention, affection. I want your energy. I want you to focus on me. You got to understand the mind of a child. A child doesn't understand really anything outside of themselves. They're selfish. It's all about me, 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 and what I want. That is just the mind of a child, But at some point you do grow out of that, and you realize that the world doesn't revolve around you, and that you do share this planet with other people. So therefore, you can be selfish to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Such as, to me, I'm selfish as a motherfucker. Somebody asks me for money, meaning my mom or any of my toxic, dysfunctional relatives who I know are nothing more than lazy leeches, how do you smear my name and gossip about me and belittle me, put me down and do all this shit, but then you want to ask me for help? Hell no. Oh, but you got money to go to that fancy Yes, I do. I have money to go to that fancy restaurant because I work a job and I work hard, okay? Why are you over there counting the coins in my piggy bank? Because narcissists believe that your money is their money. No, you're not my husband. You're not my child. My money is my money. And even if I was married, my money is my money. And his money is his money. And if I have kids, their money is their money. There's no reason for me to mess with anybody else's money when I'm making my own. So, she goes and, like, my mom goes into, well, had you listened to me, your life would be better than being a truck driver. Being a truck driver, I'm okay with it. It's not a career that I expected to get into, but I like it. It pays my bills. It gets me the things in life that I want. It pays for my apartment, my car, all the things that I have. Clothes, whatever, food, it takes care of me. Put it that way. Now, to me, how are you going to sit here and tell me and try to look down on me, and you're a truck driver yourself? Interesting. So then it's like, she sent me a text talking about, well, okay, so this is the gist, and this is an ongoing conversation from yesterday running into today. So I'm getting in her ass about parenting, and, it's not my job to tell her she's a narcissist, because she already knows she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She knows that the elevator don't go to the top. You ain't gonna, she knows that when you go and press the doorbell, that bitch ain't gonna ring. You could nigga knock. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna come to the door because she deaf. She is not gonna answer the call. That's all I'm trying to say. So it's like, it's just funny to me. And I feel the need to express my truth. So she wants to play dumb. What did I do for you to not talk to me? What did I do for you? You know, trying to play victim, right? Trying to cry wolf and, play the mom card. I'm gonna give you an example. So I used to live in Virginia, and she got angry because I did not answer her calls or her texts, nor did I return them in a timely manner like she felt I should. I have a life. I have things going on. You don't pay my phone bill, so boop, get the fuck out my face. You the one ringing my line. Get the hell up off my line. I don't have to return your call if I don't want to. If I want to return your call 30 days later, well, 30 days later, it's your choice whether you want to answer my call or not. I don't give a fuck. Either way, you should be honored that I even fucking called your ass back. Because I'm selfish with my energy, my time, what I choose to focus on. If I focus on negative things are going to attract and come into my life. So I choose to attract positive things by thinking positively, feeling as positively as I can. I ain't got time for no negative Nancy's, no Debbie Downers or energy vampires. I'm a 100% battery, and you over here trying to plug into my outlet and drain me. No, I'm gonna cut the cord. Snip. I ain't gotta unplug it. I'm gonna just cut the cord, because what you gonna do now that the cord is cut? You can't plug up no more. You can't plug into my outlet or anybody else's outlet and drain them of energy because your cord has been cut. So, anyways, the conversation goes from me attempting to explain to her why I treat her the way that I treat her. And I don't treat her bad. I just keep a distance. If she calls me, I might look at the phone and watch it ring. And I may return her call 15 minutes later, a day later, days later, weeks later, months later. It doesn't matter, because I am in control of my life, my time. And if I don't feel comfortable, I'm not going to take the call. And what I mean by that is, I love myself so much that I honor how I feel. So if she calls me and I don't feel like talking to her, I'm not going to talk to her. If she texts me and I don't feel like texting her back or engaging in her nonsense, I'm not. So I control the conversation. I control when we talk and what we talk about. Now, she was angry, or she's mad at me because I'm getting to know my dad's side of the family. She doesn't like them for whatever reason. They tell me they don't even know her. They might have seen her in court or seen her here and there, but they've never had a conversation or gotten to know my mom, and vice versa. So if you don't know them, how are you judging them? I told her, I said, one, I don't like you. I don't trust you. And that's okay, because I am entitled to how I feel, and I'm going to express how I feel. And you don't have to like how I feel towards you. You don't have to like what I think about you. And that's okay. And vice versa. I don't care what she thinks about me, and I don't care how she feels about me. She's already told me through her words and actions how she feels about me. She don't like my dad, so therefore I'm biologically 50% of this man. Technically, half her ex, I know genetics. So him being my dad, of course I'm going to have traits of his, behaviors of his, and my mom tries to put me down for it, because I'm light skinned, something out of my control. She wants to make fun of me, but then tries to say, I'm just teasing. You're not teasing, because I've expressed to you, stop calling me white girl. Stop calling me sunshine. Stop calling me these names. Stop teasing me. Stop it, because I don't like it. I've expressed to you how I feel. I told you to stop, and you continue to bully me. That is how I feel, So, and then this is the thing. You can never have a conversation with a narcissist. They don't listen. They're hard-headed. And they're literally like children. They don't listen. They're hard-headed. And you have to repeat yourself over and over and over again because, again, the doorbell doesn't ring and the elevator doesn't go to the top. So therefore, they are missing the added layers to life. The simple layers to fucking life. So anyways, she proceeds. So we get to talking and I tell her how, how I feel, that you were abusive. If I knew now what I knew as a teenager or a child, I would have called child services on you for sure. And I would gladly have entered a foster home. But let's be honest. If my dad's side of the family got wind that I was in foster care, he would immediately go to court and have gotten custody of me through the remainder of my preteen and adolescent years, And obviously my mother knew this. So she up there, don't you tell them people that I beat you, or don't tell them people that I this or that I that. What do you fear? She feared losing power and control over an object because I was nothing more than an object and a slave in her eyes. I was put on this earth to serve her and her needs, nothing else. I'm not allowed to have my own thoughts, my own feelings, to express them. And then if I do, you're crazy. You need a therapist. You're so sensitive. I was just joking. Stop. My feelings are 100% valid, and I'm not going to sit here and allow you to gaslight me. So anyways, the conversation continues, and I tell her, I know all your tactics. Triangulation, gaslighting, you try all, your manipulation. I know all the tricks of the narcissistic toolbox. I know all the tools in there. You don't have a tool that I don't know. You don't have any. And I told her that. I was like, I'm a sovereign being with my own free will. You have no power here. You don't control me. You don't have no power here. You have no authority. And now when I spoke to her and I said that to her in a text message, my spirit is speaking to her spirit, letting her the demonicness in her know that you have no power over me. You can come over here and test these waters if you want to. You're going to get your ass beat. You can get it beat physically, spiritually, and any other way across the board. What's up? I'm that fucking gangster. And if it wasn't true, because she even told me that she feared me as a baby because you knew my spiritual powers and gifts, and it scared you. Now, why did it scare you? Because you knew the spirit that I have, and your demons fear me. That's what that is. You want to cling to those demons so bad that you would rather them hide you from the world, lie to you, comfort you, and all of this, instead of allowing the light, me being the light, into your life to actually help you. And that's fine. That's cool. I respect that you love your demons, because she kept on saying, well, my God protects me, and my God this, and my God that. The question that I have for you is, who is the God that you serve? Satan or God? Like, to me, my God would be the universe, the God who, actually loves and actually cares and actually helps and is, has a spirit of serving, helping others, you know? So, she got into, you're like daughter, like son, or no, like daughter, like father. Sorry. She's like, you just like your dad. Well, everybody else says the same thing, that I'm just like my daddy, but I get it now. Because I'm just like my dad, it makes you mad. You're nothing like me. You're not. See, when I was little and I was learning and I was growing, when she would say, you're nothing like me, I took it as criticism, like it was a bad thing. Like, I'm nothing like my mom. Something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with me. She's the Fruit Loop, the cupcake, the one that needs to be put in the paddy wagon, strapped in a straitjacket and thrown in the sponge room, So all I'm saying is, I told her, I said, well, I take it as a compliment that I'm nothing like you. Because if I was anything like you, people would not like me or hate me. I mean, don't get me wrong. People are going to dislike me and hate me anyway, for no reason at all. There's a lot of people who sit there, you seem stuck up. Well, as a curious mind, well, why do you think that I'm stuck up? I don't know. I just think that. Well, there's a reason why you think that. I want to know what your reason is. I don't know. Then it's like, over a course of time, when you get to know me, you know what? You're a pretty cool person. You're down to earth. I just didn't like you. Or, well, my question to you is, where did these prejudgments come from? You shouldn't ever judge a book by its cover. You thought that I was stuck up, or I was a bitch, or I'm bougie, or whatever the case may be. But why are you talking to me? Why are you engaging with me? Like, my mom thinks I'm crazy. If you think that I'm crazy, why are you hitting up my line? Why are you texting me? Why are you calling me? Why are you trying to meet up with me? Now she's up here talking about, well, we need to take a lie detector test. She was talking that bullshit in October of 2021. It's now in January, mid-January at that. And on top of that, where was this lie detector shit back when we were exchanging happy holidays and happy new year? You want a lie detector test. Well, you're evil. Well, my ears are open. Tell me how I'm evil. Well, you're ungrateful and you're disrespectful. How am I ungrateful? How am I disrespectful? Well, you're nothing like me. And I take that as a compliment that I'm nothing like you. But you still haven't explained how I'm evil, how I'm ungrateful, how I'm disrespectful. Well, the Bible says you should honor your parents. Well, it does state that, yes. But the question is, were you truly a parent? No, you weren't. And secondly, what is there to honor? Why do you feel that I should honor you? And I, from my point of view, being the receiving end of your abuse, why should I honor you? Why should, and I told her, I said, I don't even have love for you. I used to love you. I just tolerate you. I tolerate your text messages. I tolerate your calls and your voicemails. I tolerate you trying to meet up with me. And being that I'm at a state of toleration, it's just like, I don't care if you block me. I don't care if you never talk to me again. If I went 2 years, I can go the rest of my life and be perfectly fine because I am no longer dependent on you. And see, she's angry about that. We went from talking about a lie detector test and she's all like, She's all like, well, I'll pay for it. If you have nothing to hide, then you'll take it. I said, okay, but I'm going to call up Jerry Springer or what's his name? Wilkos or we going to go on national TV for the lie detector test, baby. Because look, I'm already putting my business out on YouTube, right? But this is my therapy as well as helping someone else who's going through this cycle. Because I used to always sit there and wonder, is anybody else's mom like this? You know? Does anybody else's mom treat them horribly? Because remember, people can act one way out in the public, but behind closed doors, you'll be amazed at the things that people do. Now, you know, behind closed doors, it was okay for her to starve me, beat me, you know, teachers would never know, but they might question me. But because she made me fear her and, you know, oh, I can't tell them that I have a bruise on my back or I got a bruise, you know, because she would make sure to beat me in areas that no one else could see, you know. So, you know, there might be times that I'll walk to school limping, you know, because she didn't like pushed me or did something to hurt my fucking ankle, pushed me down some stairs or some shit. Now you let her tell it, I never did that. Well, this is one thing I noticed about narcissists. And when they go into rage mode and they begin talking foul to you, bullying you, getting physical with you, and any type of abuse. Again, I told y'all, I'm an advocate. I'm totally 100% against domestic violence, and domestic violence consists of verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological/mental abuse, same thing, spiritual abuse. I don't know if I already said financial abuse. I think I basically covered it. Hell, sexual abuse, let's throw that shit in there too. Those forms of abuse is all under domestic violence, and I'm 100% against it. 100%. You know? And let me tell my mom how she's been abusive. You're lying. You're a liar. You're just crazy. You don't remember. Like, I brought up to her a situation of when I was 9 years old. And I told her, I said, I don't even know what I had did in school, but she got so angry. She punched me in my stomach. I couldn't breathe. She knocked the fucking air out my lungs. And then not only that, she had an evil grin, smiling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here trying to catch my breath. I'm a kid. I'm like in fucking 5th grade. Let her tell it. You're lying. I never did that. In rage mode, you don't remember what the fuck you did. I literally watched you beat my brother with a statue. You broke a wireless back when wireless cordless phones first came out, y'all, back in like the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? It was the first model because you had the long ass antenna you had to pull out. You know what I'm saying? This is pre-cell phone wireless, right? Because I don't know anybody that has a landline or a home phone like that no more. We all use cell phones now. But, you know, she took the wireless phone and beat the brakes off my brother. Like, she cracked him in the fucking face, and the fucking phone fucking shattered in pieces. And I used to think to myself, I thank God that I'm a girl. But even as a girl, I got my version of abuse. I didn't get beat with extension cords like my brother did. I didn't get vases broken over my head, neck, and back, which, I mean, you don't know what type of, I didn't watch her take a baseball bat. Everything that she has taken to beat my brother, it broke. I was like, damn, he got a strong ass body. Damn, he got a strong ass face. Damn, you got a strong ass head. But you know what? Even though my brother turned into a pedophile, I understand the abuse. And the difference between me and my brother, I'm stronger than him because I didn't go around abusing other people. I didn't go around purposely trying to harm other people just because I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give y'all a prime example on some sick shit that narcissists do. And if you have a narcissistic mother, then maybe you can relate to it. You know what? I'm about to make a part 2 because this is already 30 minutes. So I'm going to make a part 2. Like, share, subscribe, and we're going to just continue this conversation. Part 2.